Welcome to the Top Listing Agent Show, the place to be to stay on the cutting edge of what it takes to sell more homes in less time. Each week, your host, Chadi Bazzi, will share with you the best skill sets, systems, and strategies so you can become a top listing agent. And now, let the show begin.
Hey, Chadi Bazzi here. Welcome to another episode of the Top Listing Agent Show. Today, what we're going to talk about is the biggest problem of the fourth quarter and what is the solution. See, I've been in this industry for approximately 20 years now, and I see the same exact thing happening every single year around January. I see the same exact thing happening every single year at the mid-year mark. I see the same exact thing happening every single year as we enter into the fourth quarter. We just entered into the fourth quarter right now, and I'm already beginning to see the evidence again in a lot of the people that I've been communicating with now, over the course of the last 1 week. So what happens is there's a lot of people, I'd say the majority of the people in the real estate industry, if they take a look at where they are year to date versus where they ought to be year to date in terms of the actual goal that they set at the beginning of the year, I'd say a great percentage of them, the majority of the percentage, are not on track to reach their goal. So psychologically speaking, what happens to the mind is the mind automatically reverts to its original thought process of like, well, it doesn't matter what I do right now, I'm still not going to reach the goal. So let me just take it easy. Let me see what I need to do differently next year. And they already start thinking about next year. Not a bad thing to think about next year. But what a lot of people don't really recognize is that next year has already begun. See, in real estate, we work in 90-day cycles, meaning what you do in October, November, and December may not mature into an actual contract and or a closed transaction until January, February, or March. An example would be you generate a lead in October, you have a couple of conversations, you pre-approve them, you take a listing, you put it on the market, you go through the marketing, showings begin to happen, offers begin to happen, negotiations begin to happen, and then you open up a deal, and then you got to wait for the buyer to, get their loan approved, and you got to go through the escrow process. That could take anywhere between 45, sometimes 30 days or less if it's a cash offer. But in most cases, it takes 30, 45 days, sometimes even as much as 60 days for it to close. So you see where I'm going. What you do in October, November, and December may not mature into a closed transaction until January, February, or March. So for the people that are very strategic, for the people that really got their game right, and they have the right business plan, and they have the right work ethic, and the right disciplines, and the right mindset, and that special connection to reaching the goal, are the people that are thinking 2020 has already begun. Okay. Now, for the majority of other people, what they're doing is, their mindset is of that, well, let me just enjoy the holidays right now. It is a little bit cooler outside. Let me hit the snooze button in the morning. Let me stay in bed, comfortable, warm, etc. Let me watch a little bit more Netflix. Let me do a little bit more, partying, etc. There's a lot of company parties that are going to begin to happen. Right now we got Halloween, we got Thanksgiving, we got Hanukkah, we got Christmas, we got New Year's Eve. We got a lot of holiday time that takes place in the last fourth quarter. So that's the problem, is most people give up. Most people give up. And here's the thing. Many of the people that are giving up are not consciously giving up. They're unconsciously giving up. And what that means is they don't say, I gave up. It's just if you monitor their actions, if you monitor their disciplines, if you monitor their work ethic, it completely shifts in the wrong direction during the last quarter. To where the people that I'm working with right now, here's the conversation I'm having with them and the conversation I want to have with you. This is opportunity time. This is opportunity time. Why? Because all of a sudden, inside of the fourth quarter, a lot of the people that you may have been competing with throughout the year are checking out one by one. I'll give you an example. Let's say you're a person that's calling on for sale by owners and expireds. Maybe there's 20 people in your marketplace that are calling the same for sale by owners and expireds every single day. Well, guess what? In the month of October, 25% of those people, they stop calling. Maybe they don't stop calling every single day, but they stop calling as often as they used to. So all of a sudden, only 75% of the people are your competition. By the time November comes around, another 25% drops off. So you have half the competition. By the time December comes around, you have, 75% of the competition is gone. What does that mean? More opportunity, less people calling your buyers, less people calling your sellers, giving you more of a chance to convert the prospect. So my clients, opportunity time, what we are focused on is the discipline. The discipline. Number one discipline is the discipline of daily lead generation. Daily lead generation. As a matter of fact, we're putting accountabilities in place. I got a guy in my listings on demand training right now who's doing 30 contacts every single day, 7 days a week. 7 days a week. Now, he doesn't normally prospect 7 days a week. However, he said, for the next 30 days, I'm doing 30 contacts every single day for the next 90 days. Why is that? Why is that? Well, number one is making sure that his discipline doesn't decline. His discipline inclines. He's strengthening his muscle. He's building his muscles for 2020. And he understands that there's less competition right now, which is going to equal more listings for him. So discipline number one is the discipline of daily lead generation. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to select whatever number you want it to be, like a minimum standard. How many people are you going to speak to every single day, no matter what? And how many days a week are you going to do it? And how many days are you going to do it between now and the end of the year? That's discipline number one. Discipline number two is the discipline of controlling your physical being, because this is the time of the year where people's weight increases. Why is that? More cookies, eggnog, client appreciation parties, office at the office, parties at the office, etc. So that right there throws people off track. Maybe you've been disciplined throughout the year and you'll be eating right, but the majority of the people in that fourth quarter put on 5 to 10 pounds. For people who are not used to carrying an extra 5 to 10 pounds on them, what happens to their energy level? It goes down. What happens when the energy level goes down? You feel tired. And when you feel tired, what do? You take the path of least resistance. Okay, so control your physical being and your physical weight is discipline number two. Discipline number three, the discipline of daily lead follow. The discipline of daily lead follow. Right now, here's the thing about leads. You have a lead, a buyer lead, but guess what? You're not the only person that's got the name and phone number of that lead as a buyer. There's another agent that has it. And chances are, because we're in the fourth quarter, that other agent, 75% odds, the other agent is going to drop the ball because they're going to be too busy doing the things they shouldn't be doing, which gives you an opportunity to be more present in front of that lead and you convert the lead. So the discipline of daily lead follow-up. Guys, I think those are like 3 big disciplines that we need to focus on every single day inside the fourth quarter. And I believe if you do your lead generation every single day with way less competition, you're going to set more appointments. You're going to increase your skill set. You are going to go on more appointments. You're going to write up more contracts. You're going to take more listings. That's what will happen as a result of this one discipline. The second discipline is to control your physical being and your weight. That's going to keep you in maximal, peak state every single day. You're going to be more alert. You're going to be more creative. You're going to be more clever. You're going to be more present. And that means you're going to do your job more often. The third one is the discipline of daily lead follow-up. Obviously, you're going to be able to convert more of your leads. So guys, this is the message for today. This is the biggest problem we have inside the fourth quarter, and I pretty much just gave you the solution. Some of you guys are going to follow through on exactly what I just shared with you today. Some of you guys, it's just going to be another conversation that you've heard before that you haven't done anything about. And if you are in that category, I'd love to extend an opportunity to help you out. If you're listening to this on the podcast or watching this on YouTube or anywhere on Facebook or any of my social media networks, what I want you to do is I want you to send me a private message saying, Chadi, help me put together a fourth quarter plan of action. Or better yet, I'll make it very simple for you. Simply go to TLAstrategycall.com. TLA stands for Top Listing Agent. So TLAstrategycall.com. book a time to speak to me. Let's get on the phone. Let's have a conversation. Let me give you clarity on exactly what you need to do, specifically designed for you based on where you are in your business and your marketplace and your skill set and your current mindset. Let me design that plan for you and help you dominate the fourth quarter and set yourself up for an incredible beginning of 2020. Thank you very much, as always, for listening to the Top Listing Agent Show. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.